I am now on a very popular known square called the Tres Culturas or Three Cultures. Here you can see this stele where they have the names of students who they know that they were martyred here. Who killed them? It was back then the president. Why would the president kill students? Well, this happened in 1968, the same time where the Olympic Games were taking place in Mexico. There were many protests going on. They were reading their demands to the president, and of course he was not happy about it. And there were also some problems between students. But what happened when students from certain universities fought against students from other universities was that the government sent the policemen to take care of them. So they were not happy with that, so the students joined and they formed an alliance where they will agree when to protest together against the government. They were claiming that they did not want Olympic Games, that they wanted a revolution. So of course this was not good for the president. And the time, October the 2nd, when they organized a protest where they will come here, they will speak about everything they were unhappy about. They arrived to this square. What they didn't know was that the president was prepared, and on those buildings there he had hidden policemen dressed as civilians carrying machine guns. Also among the students there were some infiltrate policemen. They will pretend to be students and they will talk to each other through radio. All this is documented. And by the time the students got here, they met in this very square, and the government simply decided to kill them. There's a very famous writer, Elena Poniatowska. She's the great-granddaughter of the last Polish king. I think that's a painting of the president in turn. And they have them here to remember. So Poniatowska says that when the students were all crowded here, they just saw out of the blue some flares going up the sky. And as soon as all the students looked up to the flares, surprised by what they were seeing, they started hearing the first shots. So when the shots started happening, they were blocked from this side, they were blocked from that side, they were blocked from that side. And here, is the site. Some students decided to go up this building and try to hide there. But as I said, the policemen were hidden there, so they took them. There is a series of chronicles, a few documentaries that you can look up. And students were raped, they were hit, they were beaten, and of course murdered. And the worst thing was that because it was the Olympic Games, the country was getting prepared for that. The next day, and it's exactly what is written here in this stele. Who died? Who did it? Nobody. On the next day, the square was cleaned up. The newspapers gave the only news about a sunny day. And on the TV, on radio, on movies, there was no change at all. There was not a single announcement, not a minute of silence during the feast, because a feast continued. So this is what makes the students chant every year on October the 2nd. October 2nd is not forgotten. 2 de octubre no se olvida. The president never acknowledged that what he did was wrong. After he finished with his mandate, he was appointed as an ambassador in Spain. Somebody in Spain mentioned that the incident, and he said that he was happy to have served the country for these 6 years, but the year that he was the happiest was, well, 1968, because that is the year where he defended the country. He was, of course, criticized by some of the Spanish media, but he still was not happy. And this statement about doing good during his government, during regretting nothing, and according to him, saving the country, by killing a bunch of students, was the thing that he was mostly proud of. So as you can see, there was really no escape. So the students couldn't run. They were flanked by 3 sites, and then by the archaeological site. And that's what happened in this place.